How y'all doing? It's Matt from Can I Play Yet? And just doing a test to make sure it's recording. Just don't even bother with those numbers. Like, where's right there? I'm gonna hide my pistol before I get arrested. Anyways, it's Matt from Can I Play Yet? Playing just cause. This will be part 6. Hopefully I don't have to do a rerun this time. But it's all possible. By the way, while the break was here, I didn't figure it would be that big of a deal. I bought a car. I'm sure, I don't know if the message came across before the last mission ended about the car dealership that would offer me cars because because I'm so new, they wouldn't charge me for it like full price. So I got this Prime, which is a very good car in this game. It's actually one of my favorites. Besides the Ferrari look-alike, they can't ever use the actual name of a Ferrari. They gotta be all secretive about that shit. That fist up in the top right corner is, of course, the Zodiac tournament, which, as far as I know, is beautiful. Like, from what I've heard, this shit's just amazing. Pay no attention to the song in the upper right hand corner. I don't want to get sued. Please don't pay any attention to that. I did not mean to make that come up. There's no sound in the car anyway, so you can't hear the song. I've been working on my evil laugh lately. I don't think it's working out quite well, to be honest with you. It just hasn't sounded the way an evil laugh should sound. My older brother, Neutron54, or Robert, as he has, his YouTube name is Neutron54, but I'm sure, he's made so many unboxings. People just call him Robert. I just call him Neutron in my videos to make sure that people know what his YouTube name is, because you can't Google search Robert and it come up with his videos. He should be getting his Roxio in soon, so he'll be making his videos. However, I cannot make mine until I get my Roxio, which won't be for another week or so, because I'm.
Can you help me, mister?
By the way, do you guys remember that fucking mission earlier with the girl who was telling me if her bra fit correctly? This is that same fucking thing. Like, this dude runs up, mugs my ass, I gotta chase him down and beat the shit out of him until he gives me back my money. Except this guy steals more money from me than the other guy. The other guy stole like $800, I think it's $500 or so. This guy stole $1,500 from me. First of all, who the hell carries $11,000 on them at once? Like, who the fuck does that? I don't mean to sound like, a negative Nancy or anything, but, like, honestly, does that not sound like a bad idea to anyone else but me? And these guys are just gonna... They see me chasing this dude. I could honestly just shoot him right now, to be quite honest. I win! That's a total cheat. I completely forgot I had a gun until like 5 seconds ago when I was going through this shit. Like, I looked over the right hand corner and was like, oh fuck, I still have a gun? Awesome! So I was, fuck it. Because that would have, I think that chase going on for now, until the end of the dock, I have to fight him and his friends. So I was like, fuck it, shot him in the knee. And apparently shooting people in the knee is like a death shot in this game. So I was like, yeah, well, by the way, die. Again, please no judgment on my evil laugh. I've been working on it. It hasn't quite come out the way that I want it to. But it's still better than how it was when I started. So, fuck you, alright? So, don't judge me. How's that sound? Alright? Yeah. I'm sure it's not too nice and it's not what you were expecting, but fuck you, okay? I got don't shut no more. I don't want to go to them. You. You set a waypoint for me? Huh? Yeah, buddy. Alright, because there's no triad mission showing up for some strange reason, I'm gonna go do this police mission. Now, every police mission is set up to focus on a certain member of, I don't know if it's a certain member of Justice Army or if it's just a certain crime syndicate. Because this one focuses on the drug dealers, the next one focuses on street racers, and I think the one after that's just murder. But I can't be certain. Because again, I think I beat this game. My little brother downloaded this shit on Steam, and then like 3 weeks later, I think it was like 4 days later, I'd already beaten this shit. So I mean, I just kind of guess. I'm also sorry if my English accent offends anyone. I do this from time to time whenever I get bored, and then all of a sudden I just go right back to an English accent. It's weird. It's honestly weird. I used to do a really good Russian impression, and then I lost it. I don't know where it went. One day I tried to do my Russian impression, and it went away. I don't know. I mean, and if I'm actually Romanian and German and English, but I can't do it. Like, I don't even know how Romanian should sound. Like the only thing I know how to say I know two sayings in Romanian. That's "Du te dracute," which means go fuck yourself, and "te iubesc," which means I love you. So I know the two extremes of that language. It means I love you, go fuck yourself, which could be used in any sort of words. Like you could turn to your friend, I love you, but go fuck yourself. That's a perfectly good statement. However, when talking to a loved one, you probably shouldn't say, I love you, but go fuck yourself. That won't come off correctly. I mean, if you really want to think about it, that just really will sound like you just don't like that person. I digress. Like I was saying, I don't know how a Romanian person should talk. Also, the only word I know in Russian is net, which means no. So I don't say no in Russian. Other than that, no clue. I learned how to say "will you go out with me" in Romanian, and I asked this one girl out in like I think the sophomore year of high school in Romanian. I thought it was ridiculously romantic until she said, "What the fuck did you just say?" And I was like, I should probably tell her to use Google Translate before I send her this. So of course I had to be like, Google Translate that shit. And then it sounded like I was just being a giant creeper because I was like, Google Translate that motherfucker. So not only did it make me sound like a giant creep, I also sounded like, you know, I was trying to be like, not like I was trying to be like, I was being shy by not just straight up telling her, will you go out with me? I was like, you know, using a completely different language. So I was like, hey, to me, I was like, this would be romantic, yo. Like, girls, don't lie to me. Tell me if it would be romantic if a guy asked you out in another language. Don't even lie to me. You know, it would be like, you would be like, holy shit, he asked me out in a whole different language. That shit's, you know, that shit crack. I could end this whole fight, you know, pull the gun out and this. I already feel bad for ending that one fight, for ending that one chase with just pulling out my gun and shooting that guy. Honestly, I just don't feel like chasing people right now. That's the one downside of picking Rico's costume. You get the gun, which helps you with like pretty much everything in the game because you get a gun ahead of time. But fuck it, it helps. What I like, I honestly, I hated whenever this game made it to where you had to fight using firearms, because I liked it better whenever you could just fight using just your fists. Which whenever you do the Zodiac tournament, you earn outfits like you remember the martial arts one I wore and the MMA one that I was wearing. They boost your attack whenever you find the opal statues. We'll discuss all that later when I do that tournament. So far, right now we're just gonna do a unlocking of this camera, which also comes in handy. These are like cop mini missions where you have to find the different codes for all these different things. It's like opening up a locker. Like you gotta find the right code for this. And you got 6 attempts for it, so it's really easy to find the code. But you have to go back to your room. You have to go back to your apartment, and of course, you know, it'll take you a while because you have to drive all the way the fuck back to your apartment for this shit. But what you do is you go back to your apartment, you find it, you clip the guy for drug dealing, and then it's done. That's the fucking surveillance. But you know, you can do this shit over a certain amount of time. These are the only ones I think. Well, actually, these are the ones that start out with you having used a weapon. And don't worry, you also upgrade your house as the game goes on. It goes from being this ratty shack of an apartment to being like a giant condo on the beachside. It's fucking like I think the last house you have is beautiful. Although my favorite is the second to last house, which I'm not going to tell you what it is because that would ruin the whole thing for you. And who does that to people? Besides an evil son of a bitch. See, you go to this. This will be a video of the surveillance to which I just hacked the camera of. And now all I do is I just locate the motherfucker that's buying it, which I believe is this guy. But you always want to wait until the video points out who's going to be. That way you don't fuck it up. It's usually, however, the guy holding the briefcase, which doesn't make the game any harder for you. But I love how they negate the other criminals around this guy and just say, fuck it, that guy's got a briefcase. Must be a bad guy. I mean, I get it. Logistics and all of the James Bond movies you've ever watched ever. The bad guy, the guy with the briefcase is usually the evil motherfucker. However, you shouldn't be so racist. Like, I'm going to walk around one day, hopefully soon, not soon, but like around fall of this year, I'll be having an apartment with a friend of mine and a couple other friends, and I'll be able to make vlogs, like with a video camera, and make my own little, you know, camera, make my own videos based on life, make pranks, shit, you know, do like what roommates do. And with that, I'll probably end up doing a lot of, like, not stupid shit, but, you know, like, what roommates would do to someone. Like, fuck with someone while they're sleeping, or, like, shit like that. However, I don't want to upset anyone. I'm going to back up, because there's this triad mission right here. I completely forgot this triad mission just pops up right here. But, there will be a lot of hidden camera videos and holy fucking shit, she's hot. Like, I get mad because this game only allows you to go on dates with like one girl. You get to go on a date with her one time, and after that one time you go on a date with her, you can't go on a date with her again, which is pissing me off because I like out of all of them, I like this girl the most. Not because she's white, not because, you know, all that shit. Just, she seems like the coolest out of all of them. Like, I'll explain as farther into the game as this shit goes.
I've only been traveling for a few weeks, so
this is the Bam Bam Club.
Back home I saw a restaurant that looked a little bit like this.
Don't let the locals hear you say that.
Well, I've only been traveling for a few weeks,
I mean,
so
like, it's upsetting that it only lets you go on a date with, like, one girl one time, but it's also, like, it's kind of satisfying because, you know, he's way fucking shin. He's not supposed to be tied down by a girl. He's got to, you know, he can be a player. It's not cool because, you know, players are looked down upon and all that shit. But at the same time, it's supposed to be keeping that level of he wants to keep himself emotionally available. Fuck that shit. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. He pretty much just keeps on going. It gets you in trouble from time to time because this girl doesn't care. Next girl you go on a date with, and you go out with another girl, and the girl before that one gets pissed. This girl doesn't talk to you anymore after y'all's date you go on. I think you just, you know, it's whatever. But every girl you go on a date with, though, it helps you. Like with this girl, when you go on a date with her, it reveals the different, I think it reveals the health shrines. when you go on a date with another girl, it reveals all of the oh yeah, this is my favorite part. Here's where you meet your Kung Fu master.
Isn't this school supposed to be
I
in a
think this
temple?
girl unlocks the jade statues. That's what it is. Where you can, the more jade statues you unlock, you bring them back to this guy, and he teaches you Kung Fu. Yeah, I said Kung Fu. Guy.
I see time in America. That's what goes
I get mad. My favorite thing you learn from this guy is the next one you learn, where it's that and you knock the guy out like instantly. Like he puts him in a daze and you can just like kick him and he fucking goes flying. I love that move. However, it's tied between that one and the very last move you learn from this guy, which I will show you rather than tell you. It is a very favorite of mine though. So be proud that I'm actually hiding it from you, because usually I would tell you because I just hate hiding things from people.
Try to steer them in the right direction, especially
Dude, shirt says frisky.
if they all want to be Song Yi.
I'm sorry, I can't get over that.
Try to teach them passion and discretion.
You know what helps you learn how to do karate? When you wear a fucking shirt that says frisky on it. I've always felt that it helps me do my work better. I have 5 of those shirts. I'm kidding, but I honestly wish I owned a shirt that said frisky on it. I feel like I would do my work much harder. Mainly because I just want to get the fuck out of that place. Like, it's driving me insane, right? I think that someone would have worn that shit inside of me. I feel like I'm gonna end every episode with a fucking car chase, but that is the end of this video. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you have to do to get your message across to me as to how you feel about this episode. I will take any input whatsoever. Tell me if I'm doing something wrong. Tell me if I'm doing something right. Tell me if you want to see something specifically. If you want to see me jump over something, tell me. Give me directions to that shit. I will jump over that. Tell me if you want to see me steal something. If you want to see me kill someone. I don't give a shit. Tell me. I'll do it. But you gotta like, you gotta comment, and you have to subscribe to get me to do any of this stuff. You gotta remember that. Don't forget, stay in school. Knowledge is power. Alright, G.I. Joe taught me that shit, and G.I. Joe has never been wrong. Never. Alright. Y'all have a good night. This is Matt from Can I Play Yet? See you later.